back to my vlog, Gingerella. So it's been a while since I've spoken to you all. I've just not been able to find the time during the winter and also the light and a little bit of the enthusiasm, but I've really missed speaking to you all. So I'm back. This vlog is to talk about the new ebook from Athena Cacao called Sewing Your Dream Wardrobe. And if I just keep glancing down, it's because I've got some notes, because there's so much to cover. I really want to talk about all the different elements. So Athena's new book, which actually she really kindly asked me if I'd want to have a read of it before it was released and give my feedback and thoughts. So that was really fun. So there are 5 chapters, and you start by learning more about Athena, about her creative business, which is making and selling clothes for children, and how she got into sewing, why she chose sewing, and that she'd only started sewing clothes for herself about a year ago. And that bit's really nice. It's really nice to get to know Athena a little bit more. I was aware of her from Instagram and YouTube, but it was really nice to get to know her, and her personality is sprinkled throughout the book, and her style, so that's really lovely. So then the rest of the chapters follow on to 2 ways that you can approach curating a closet. So that is to create versatile, interchangeable pieces, essential garments that you can then, as I say, interchange and create collections. You'll have a look at the collections that she's created, how to take the theory of creating a capsule wardrobe or a series of collections, how to take that theory that she talks about in chapter 2 and actually put that into action. Finally, how to sew a maternity wardrobe. One thing that's really great with the book as well is that Athena gives you a little introduction of who this book is for, and I'm firmly in the camp of sewing lots of separates and them not necessarily linking together amazingly well. What definitely resonates with me is the idea of what next? What shall I sew next? You know, there's so many patterns that get released, and books as well. It's really difficult to not be a magpie. It's really difficult not to be a magpie, but ooh, shiny, let me buy that book and buy that pattern and sew all the things and actually never sew any of it. You know, she makes a really good point about creating any kind of wardrobe, whether it be capsule, whether it be collections. It takes time. You know, you don't have to, it's not going to be immediate, so you should just enjoy it and not rush. It's also a real continual process. You don't have to choose X number of garments straight off and be like, right, I'll sew all of those and that'll be it, my wardrobe will be sorted now. You'll change, styles will change, weather changes. It's something that's really potentially obvious, but it's a really good reminder. I really liked that she gives 9 reasons why to sew a capsule wardrobe. I also loved her reminder about mindful sewing and what it means to her. The approach of the book is really personal in the sense that you don't have to follow exactly what she says, but she's kind of sharing her thoughts and approach to things so that you can pick and choose which bits might work for you. There's tips and techniques, and there's exercises, printouts for different things, and I'll talk a little bit about both of those actually. So I really loved her tips on choosing the right patterns for you. So that's going back and looking at reviews of the patterns themselves. So a good website is patternreview.com. One thing that I really like to do is to go and find out exactly what the hashtag is for that specific pattern. So whether it be hashtag SOI vintage shirt dress for the Sew Over It vintage shirt dress, I like to scan through all of the different pictures that are against that hashtag, and you can see the different body shapes and types of people, you can see the different fabrics, you can see the different styles, the different hacks, the different interpretations of every single pattern. I don't just go by the pictures that are on the Sewing Pattern website and the samples that they've chosen to make. I do a lot of looking actually, and you can do that via Pinterest or people's blogs as well, or vlogs. Athena makes this point actually, don't write off a pattern straight away. She talks about how to buy coordinating fabric so that you can use that fabric in other projects as well. It's really easy to see a fabric and go, oh yes, I need that. But will you be able to use what's left over from it for something else? How to buy the fabric, so making use of swatch services, and I definitely make use of that actually. Fabric Godmother's a really good one, I think, because they do 5 fabric swatches. I think it's for about £2.50, something like that. And they're really big swatches actually. She gives really good tips for how to prioritise your sewing. Now, I'm really good at prioritising in my normal everyday life, my work life, things around the house. But when it comes to sewing, that just completely goes out the window. I mean, I talked earlier about the magpie effect. I am like a magpie. Okay, right, I'm going to sew this. Oh God, but what about that? I said I was going to do that, but I really need this in my wardrobe, but that's so pretty. I don't really, even in the 3 or 4 years that I've been sewing, I don't really know how to tackle that. And I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I'd rather be enthused by all of the different things that I want to do, but I still need to get a handle on it sometimes. So this book's really good for how to prioritise those things. So the exercises themselves, which actually come part of the workbook that comes alongside the ebook, which is a 20-odd page workbook. She's got exercises around seeing what you have, so taking everything out of your wardrobe and putting it into different piles of I love it, need to get rid of it, need to repair it. I loved that idea, that first of all creating different piles, but also repairing or mending. You know, it isn't about right, let's replace everything straight away. But of course she also talks about purging, and she doesn't just talk about it for your wardrobe but also for your fabric stash. I think that's really important. You know, styles change. I will have bought fabric from 2 or 3 years ago that I'm just not going to wear now. It's no different to when you buy clothes, when you buy ready to wear clothes. You wear them for a little while and then actually you decide, no, I don't really want to wear that anymore. My styles have changed, my body shape's changed. But also she's got things around what are your go-to outfits? What fabrics do you know you love working with? You know, are you a cotton fiend or do you love to mess around with silks? There's a section for sketches. I mean, I cannot draw, so don't think it's very inspiring to have little stick women or stick men with clothes drawn on them, but that's probably what it would end up being. And then finally in the workbook there's a project page, an area for a fabric swatch. What size are you going to cut? What alterations are you going to do? There's a little checklist for, okay, I've washed the fabric, I've cut out the paper pattern, I've cut out the fabric for the pattern. You can print out as many as you want and you can fill in the different elements. So then we get a little bit into the collections that she's created. A black, red and white collection, an earthly collection, which is greens and yellows, and then finally a stripes and dots collection, which, I mean, I love strops. I really like stripes and I really like polka dots. So yeah, that's right up my street really. The collection section is great actually. It's really inspiring to see how many different combinations you can make from a relatively small number of garments actually, and the real mixing and matching. And again, I think what Athena does really well is she's sharing with you her approach and what she does. You don't necessarily have to follow that to the letter. It felt a little bit like reading a magazine, looking through the different style elements. The last chapter is the maternity wardrobe section, which is written by her friend Hattie van der Kroon. I hope I'm saying that right. And this section is incredibly stylish, like the rest of the book as well. Such beautiful fabrics, also really personal as well, and I think it'd be a really great resource for any mothers to be. So yeah, so those are all the different chapters, and that's the entirety of the book and the workbook. And I really loved it actually. There's so many sections that I can use and I'm going to use, and so many different tips and techniques that I think I really can apply. Yeah, it wasn't until the end actually that I read the acknowledgements page and I noticed my name in there. So I blushed. I think the blush has gone away, but I was just so happy that she asked me, and I was so happy to be able to help for Athena to be able to create this ebook. I really do think it's great. It's been such a lot of work for her. I love this community, and just any opportunity to support the other people in the community, I will take that opportunity in a heartbeat. Really great book. Go and buy it, go and use it, go and print the bits out, go and fill it in. I have a 10% discount code, so if you use Jennifer at checkout, so JENNIFER, and that'll give you 10% off between the 30th of March and the 6th of April. Right. I'm off to go and do some sewing. It's potentially not very exciting because I need to sort out some curtains, but I need to hem them to the right length. Right, well thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to be back again soon with another vlog. I'd really like to share my sewing with you again. So I hope to be back soon, and have a great weekend. Bye!
Just don't talk about it now. Just don't talk about it now. What is the word? It's my name, Jennifer. Jennie. No, I don't know how to spell my name.